I've just started looking at installing the spiral fan on the KLX, because there's no doubt she gets hot. Even when you're running pretty continuously, but certainly any riding on the street or having to sit for a moment. Fine when you're barreling along trails, getting plenty of air through the radiators, but you know, she's just boiling, starts to piss the coolant out the tank at the back, so that's no good. So I've got a hold of one of these Trailtech kits, and I've just sort of shoehorned the fan in there. It's not too bad. That hose has got a little bit of pressure on the fan, but I don't think that'll be a problem. So we're just going to run these connectors through the radiator to hold it there and then wire it up. So yeah, that should be good. So I made a little bracket. I'll probably paint this black so that the computer can sit in there. Just fix that in there. That'll be neat. Pop that in there like that. Sit just like that. A bit lower. And I'll drop it down inside the bracket. That'll look fine. It's sort of the power, and power comes just from the terminals of the battery. Comes through, there's the fuse, and I'm running the cable down through the existing cable tie here, that bracket, and there the line goes down in underneath. I took the fuel tank off to get it through there, and then back up through here, and I'll zip tie this in so that it sits neat and comes up into there. And there's the other plug from the little computer coming out there. So got a little bit of slack, and that'll be pretty neat. You won't really notice that. But I guess these are fixed to the terminals on the top and just sit. I don't know, might pop a bit of tape on top of them or something, so they're not floating around under the seat. That should be good. All pretty simple, really. Quite happy with my little bracket. So it goes. Do that one up. Put the pad back down. It's going to just sit there like that. That's all right. Yeah. So I finished connecting it up and had to borrow another piece of wire from somewhere else to solder on to the fan, because the cord Trailtech give you is not long enough to connect to the power coming out of the computer. It's bizarre. I saw that on another video and I thought they would have corrected it by now. But it turns out, no, they haven't done that. So you've got to use the extension cord they give you, the extension bit they give you for the temperature sensor, this thing. So there's an extension for that, but not for the power to the fan, which is just kind of a bit bizarre. So anyway, pretty happy with the little bracket. Take that off again now and get it wired up. Almost got away with not taking the headlight off, but need to secure these. They're sort of flapping around. So I don't know. I'll just zip tie them in here somewhere and put the headlight back on, and that'll be fine. That's looking good. Got the sensor in there. I know it's not quite the way it's supposed to go, but there's no way it was going to go in between these little fins. So I put it sideways, put the compound on it. Beautiful. Some zip ties to cut off, but other than that, all but done. Showing a temperature. That's a good start. It only took a couple of hours, but yeah, there it is. New fan. Cable's tidied up. Doesn't look too bad. Yeah. And yeah, there's the temperature gauge. Looks pretty neat. Just set the temperature. I've set it for 88 degrees. It probably could be set on about 90, but we'll see how that goes tomorrow. Yeah, happy with that. Just hope it works. Running, and as the bike cools down, I've dropped below 87 or so, and there you go, she turns off. So well done, Trailtech. There you go. Typically though, the motor after a moment, I think might heat up again, and the fan might kick back in again, maybe. Yeah, it's a pretty cool day today, so I didn't really need it. I had to deliberately heat up the bike to get it to fire. But yeah, cool. That's awesome. Here we go. So the engine now stops, so it's heating up again with no circulation. And there it is. Engine heats up, then kicks on, and it only did it for a moment because the engine's cooling down. Oh, there we go. So I imagine it doesn't draw too much on the battery. Pretty good. Brilliant. Love it. Transformation. First proper mod on the way to kind of ADVing the KLX a little bit. You know? Some might say that's sacrilege. Why in the world would you take a trail weapon like a KLX and kind of give it an ADV quality with tyres and a seat and that sort of thing? Simple answer is, I'm old. I'm an old guy. I love the bike, I love the suspension, I love the way it makes me feel, but the seats are horrible. And I want to use it more on the road. So I've been looking at Motors Adventures or Rail Z's or something like that, because these are just disappearing before my eyes as I ride on the road. So yeah, we'll see.